PowerPlayChess, brought to you in association with Kagi. White to play. This is from the game Sandrin against Eros, played in the blind Olympiad in 1972. Albert Sandrin was a very strong player. As a young man, he had successes on the chessboard, but had a degenerative eye condition and went blind. But he continued playing and was still very strong indeed. He represented the USA in several blind Olympiads and also in the Blind World Championship. So this is from 1972. It's a really interesting position actually, or the whole game is very interesting. Before I invite you to finish this game off for White, I'd like to go back a few moves. Let's go back to this position. Now, it's complicated. You can see this knight stands beautifully. The bishop is also pointing in the right direction. But I think black is doing well, because black has the two bishops. In particular, that bishop on g2 looks, well, potent, let's put it like that. And black has just played rook d4 and about to double rooks. I think black should have a good position here. But this is where Sandrin gambled. He played knight h5, so looking to exchange on f6. That was taken. And then he played the Greek gift sacrifice. Well, I'm always very interested in these kind of sacks. Check, king g8, and rook e3. So white is a piece down. But Sandrin is looking to swing the rook over. However, rook d2 looks like a deadly counterattack. You can see the rook and the bishop pointing at g2. So rook g3 was played, covering g2. But here is where black played very nervously. I think if he just simply doubles rooks, I don't think white has a really good attacking idea here. Or you could play the bishop in, and that helps to cover some squares here. But rook f2 was a nervous move. Rooks were exchanged. Rook h3, threatening mate on h8. King f8. If the king can run away, that would be good news, but no. Queen g5 threatens rook h8 mate. King g8. Knight g4, hitting the bishop, among other things. Bishop d4, and here is where I'd like you to find the win for white. I'll give you a few moments. You can always pause the video. I don't think it's too difficult. It's very neat. It's all forced. So knight h6 check. King f8, this is the game. Now, if that knight were removed, then the rook would slam down on h8, and that would be checkmate because e7 is covered. So we get rid of the knight with knight f5. Threat, rook h8. King g8 was played. Now queen h5 threatens mate. And if king f8, then it doesn't make any difference because the knight covers the escape square. g6. So black looking to cover with the bishop. But I hope you spotted that this is simply checkmate. And that's a beautiful finish. That was the final position of the game with the knight covering those key squares. By the way, if at any stage when black had a moment, black looked at the counter sacrifice, this simply doesn't get anywhere after the check. And then you just need to make one delicate move, king g3, and there are no more sensible checks. And then white returns to checkmating. Yeah, very smart finish. Really like that. If you want to see the whole game, then do check out the link to chesspuzzle.net.